Just to enlighten you, I supported James on Wednesday night and Thursday morning because I wanted to and he wanted me to. We were playing Cowboys and Indians, right? I was running around going, ooh, and he was just having the time of his life. So that's the explanation there. Oh, God. Here we go. This is my son, James Cooper. He's had a personal budget now for 7 years. James's technical term is quadriplegic cerebral palsy with profound and multiple learning disabilities, severe physical disabilities and complex health needs. He's got epilepsy, he's partially sighted and has osteoporosis. But he's just James Cooper. And he has the time of his life, as you can see. We have had support in his own home with him for the last 7 years, as I said before. He's independent from mum and dad, and he has good support and sometimes great support. He has a team of support workers who each have different interests and bring something different to his life. He indicates whether or not he likes it or not. And he's got mum and dad as well. There are just a few. Adventure holiday, rock school, sports, drama, going to local church, local community, Monday night club, bocce, sensory, pub, important. In the bar, watching the girls play snooker. The consultant says he's partially sighted. I don't believe that. He knows, and he smiles and he laughs. Ah, yes. He doesn't let his disabilities get in the way. You would not believe just what my son can do. It works for him and his family. I'm his appointee and receiver through the Court of Protection. Sounds very complicated. It's not, I promise. If I can do it, anyone can do it. And I look after his personal budget. I do all the accounts, just to make sure it's right, but it is a light look at that the County Council do, because the outcomes for James are what he wants to achieve. I do the paperwork with him, as I said there. I hate the paperwork, almost as much as he hates the ironing. But support does the ironing when he's gone to bed, so he's okay there. It's a whole new world for him and a whole new world for me. My husband and I still support him every week. I need to see my son. I know that sounds like I should let go, but I can't. Don't. Sally's crying here. I can't. He is my son, end of story, and always will be. We go in and support. There is money in his personal budget to pay for support. We don't get paid. We do it because we love him. Don't cry. Sorry. We do it because we love him, right? And it works well because it frees up some of the money to enable James to do the things he wants to do. I just realised I put thanks, Mum and Dad, and kisses in there. And what's good is we spend quality time as a family. I'm not the mum who has to feed, do the personal hygiene, when we're out. He has support with him, and they do that. I can just be his mum of a 33-year-old young man, rather than someone who thinks, hold on, I've got to time this so that we can do this, we can do that, we need to change, we are just a family. And he is a big part of that family, and that is important to us and to him. Okay. Yes, he's got all those problems. Abseiling. We can do it. Yes, we can. No, we can't. Mummy's not doing it. Oh, hold on. Go back. Looks a little steep, but me and support are going to give it a go. At the top. Now, James is attached in his wheelchair on the wires with support and someone else clipping him in. It all looks very scary to me as a mum. Why is he doing this? Checking the risks. Will he fall out? Will support fall? Whatever. We'll see. Here we go. They're on the move. The wheelchair, James, and support. They are going to go down that incline. Mummy didn't know this. He was on holiday. Look at that. Halfway down. And he hasn't fell out. And he is absolutely loving it. He is laughing, he is whooping, he is indicating all the way down the side of that hill that this is what he wants to do. As you say, laughing all the time. Support a little worried. This is brilliant, I'm abseiling down a wall. We can do it again. And they did do it again. I have photographic evidence. I didn't know they were doing it at the time. I was at home, he was away, and when the photographs came back, okay. They did it. And you know what? They did it again. They not only did it once, they did it twice. And when talking to James, do you want to do it again, son? The reaction was out of this world, as you can see. Now, here we go. Hawaiian party night. Please note the number of young ladies helping him. Please note, I'm saying nothing. Scantily clad. He's in the centre. Oh, me, I'm as innocent as the day is long. I don't think so, James Cooper, I don't think so. He went canoeing in the middle of a lake. Sorry, I'm twitching. I shouldn't twitch. As a mum, you worry. But look. Glad mum not here, actually. Mind you, when she sees a photo, she will say yes. I did worry. One of the other things that James actually did on his own, with support at the other end, not on, was on a zip wire. They attached him to the zip wire and support was videoing him. Support worker stood there and you could hear him breathing, going, as James is coming down on the zip wire, right? He sat there, he stood there and he's going, she'll bloody kill me. That was all that was on the video, nothing else. Because as support, sorry, I swore, I do apologise. Because as support had left him on this zip wire, safe he was, down he came. Again, he loved it that much. He did it again. And again. And it's video and there's no heavy breathing this time. Archery. He wanted to go, so they had to go. Arrows, pointy, scratch fingers. So what? Fine, he had to go. Marshmallows in the food. Now, they thought he's going to be cold, so we'll put his woolly hat on and we'll put a blanket over him. And within 5 minutes of this photograph being taken, the hat was off and the blanket was on the floor. I'm not cold, I'm by a fire. Come on, think about it. And he did have the marshmallows, even though he can't chew. They squidged it all up to enable him to swallow them. Pony and trap. He used to go horse riding when he was smaller, but now that he's over 6 feet tall and we struggle with horses, he went on a pony and trap ride. Again, time of his life. Oh, this was fun. Assisted bike ride, to feel the wind in your face. Support worker had to do the pedalling. Not James. Oh, it was hard work for Paul, but no. James had the time of his life because the wind was in his face. There were noises. They went through the forest. It looks pretty hard work to me because that's James's full wheelchair on the front there. And it's not light, and it's got an insert, and it's got James, and it's got a metal frame, and fine. It's heavy. Fine. Did the calf muscles the world of good. Partying. Oh. This was at the Calvert Trust in Exmoor, right? It was an activity holiday where other people with disabilities, learning disabilities and physical disabilities go to. He met a young lady, as you can see in the pink. Yes. Yeah, he met a young lady and she absolutely adored him. She kept touching his arm, she kept touching his leg. It was lovely, the interaction between them. In fact, they are still in touch now via Facebook. They do it privately on Facebook. And it's brilliant. Oh. Needed a drink after they'd done it. Now, He doesn't like beer, does he? No, I think he does. I think he does. It's brilliant. Why not? He wanted a beer. Have a pint, son. There's no reason. Okay, you're on medication for epilepsy. It's not going to kill you. I asked the consultant. He was part of the Olympic torch relay in Droitwich. He was invited to go along. He was invited to be part of it. We go into Droitwich with him, and the number of people that say hello to James that I don't know, I'm going, who are you? I'm Mummy. Who are you? Yeah, but it's him. It's about him. Now, we've been creative with our personal budget. He doesn't like that one. He's got to do it. It's part of his life, doing the housework. We've been creative because we free up the money. Yeah, because we free up the money, he can do all sorts. So it's flexible. It is absolutely flexible for him, and it's about him and what he's achieving. He's a 33-year-old young man. No, he's 33 this year. Yeah, 33 this year. I should know. There's a lot going on in my life. Just a bit. He's 33 this year, and he has what I would call an absolutely fabulous life. We don't look at the disabilities anymore. It's there. But he has fun. He has a life. He has friends that aren't my friends or my husband's friends, or they haven't always got a learning disability. He's got friends, which I never thought he could have. He lives 12 miles away from me, which is good for him. It's better for him, because if he lived next door to Mummy would be there all the time. It's bad enough Mummy travels around as it is. But no, he is independent. It's not hard. It's not easy, I should say, for me to say he's left home, he lives in his own home, he's fine. I still worry. I still have to check him. I still go in once a week and support him. I have to, just for peace of mind. But he is thriving. We'll put it in perspective. When he first moved in, he had lots of chest infections and throat infections. In the last 3 years, and I am touching wood very hard, we haven't had an antibiotic. We haven't had any problems with his health. We have issues with his seizures, but that's part of James Cooper's makeup. He is independent. He smiles when he sees his mummy and loves it. Doesn't want anyone else there, just wants mummy and daddy and spend some time with them. But the rest of the time, he's having fun too and being him. Going out doesn't have to cost money, because this is the one thing that everybody says, it costs money to go out. Local park. Again, people talk to him. People taking their dogs for walks. How is he? Is he all right? They'll say to support, and then they'll talk to him. And I said to support, do me a favour. Ask them to talk to James first. See, and if they get a reaction, carry on talking to him. The biggest thing they do is the dogs. He loves dogs. He loves the noise and the fact that they will lick his hands and touch him. And he loves that. And everybody, if they've got we're going to see James. We're going to find James. One of the things that worried me was, would he be accepted in his local community? He can't do anything. He can't talk. He can express himself, but he got no verbal communication, but he's got lots of other communication. Yeah. When he first moved there, he was the young man in the wheelchair. Now, how's young James? They've looked past the wheelchair. They've looked at the person, and that's what it's about. It's about James being a person, not a person in a wheelchair. I'm going to shut up in a minute, Keith. I promise. He still has his friends who have learning disabilities, but they go all over the place. They are together. He goes to their house. They come to his house. They go out for a meal. They are friends. And that is, as you can see, again, it's young ladies. Look at the smile on that face. Look, I know exactly what he's looking at, Sally. I know exactly. And all I will say is good on him. Now, good on him. 10 years ago, when you are coming up, don't cry, sorry, I don't want to upset anybody. 10 years ago, when we were looking at James coming into adulthood, and you see a photograph like that now, you think, yeah, he's doing what a normal 32-year-old. He's copping a feel or having a look or whatever. Good on you, son. That's all I'll say.
Oh, he's looking at him.
Yeah, well, no comment. I'm his mummy. He has to do things at home. Why have I put safety goggles on him? Oh, I know. We were drilling. It's all right. I had to think then. But he's part of it. It's his home. It's got to be sorted for him. It's what he wants, his pictures, his bits. Oh, there it is. He loves the sound of the drill. Now, the process originally was not easy because you think, you can't do that with a personal budget. You can't do that. But you can. You can achieve so much and do so much. It's changed my life and it's changed my whole family's life. A week on Sunday, my youngest daughter gets married. James is an usher at that wedding. He will be part and parcel of the whole day. We have put arrangements in place for that to happen. Support is coming with him, so Mummy doesn't have to do. We have put support in a wedding suit to match everybody else because James is an usher. Support has said, I'll pay for the suit. No, you won't. You are part of our family as a support worker. We'll do that. It's about a family time. For the last 12 months, I have been saying to my son, when I've supported him, if anyone knows of any lawful impediment why these two should not be married, you have got to say, me. No, me. And for the first time on Wednesday night, when I supported him and said that to him, he said me. Don't. Now, the only words he's ever said is Mom, which is me, Emma, which is his sister, over, bugger at school, and me. So I'm looking forward to that. You can see from that photograph, I love the sound of the drill, you can see from that photograph, just look how happy he is. And he is happy. And I'm happy. Things go wrong. Don't get me wrong. Things go wrong with sport. And I end up being called and having to go in, but that's fine. He loves that. He thinks it's wonderful. Oh, the mommy here. This is play-up time. Brilliant. Let's be not. Let's be a little bug and, yeah, fine. That I can put up with that. But we work together as a partnership. We work together to work it out. James, thanks you for listening to me. Keith's got up. I'm going to shut up now. Thanks for listening to me. And above all, thank you from James to listening to his story and realising just what a good life he has.